HBO is developing another Game of Thrones spinoff, and while I'm excited for anything extra, I was hoping for something a bit more spicy. So HBO is once more trying to do an Aegon's Conquest live-action prequel show. If you remember, the first time they were thinking of doing this was last year, or at least we heard about it last year, and they were going to make Aegon a drunken lout with his sisters being the girl bosses getting stuff done.
Girls get it done.
Thankfully that was scrapped because it kind of goes against Aegon deciding to invade and conquer nearly an entire continent just to save people from undead monsters he saw in his dragon dreams. Maybe they would have changed it to one of his sister wives, Rhaenys or Visenya, having the prophetic vision and then convincing Aegon to go to Westeros to conquer. But then as it was passed down, maybe Aegon told Rhaenys, oh, you know, I had the vision, or whatnot. But I guess it wouldn't be the first drunk Targaryen with the gift of prophetic dreams. Oh wow, I just realized how well they're doing with that. So Helaena has the gift of prophecy in House of the Dragon. Egg's brother has the gift of prophecy in A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, another live action show that's actually greenlit. And then if Aegon the Conqueror's conquest happens, Aegon has the gift of prophecy. So all three Targaryen-centered prequel shows have someone with dragon dreams. That's pretty cool. I kind of wonder if they scrapped the drunken script because of the backlash online. I don't really remember seeing a single person talking about it, being like, oh, this is exciting, we're gonna have Aegon just be a complete total idiot who's a drunkard and his sisters are doing everything. Yay. It was interesting though that potentially they were going to make that into a movie that then went into a full live action TV show. Anyways, the newest attempt at Aegon's Conquest is a script written by a different person, thankfully, Mattson Tomlin, who worked on The Batman and now its sequel. So it has me hopeful that it will be a bit better and less horrible to Aegon. Here is what's confusing me though. It said that the Conquest will be back to basics approach to George R. R. Martin's fantasy universe, but what does that mean? What is back to basics? Didn't they sort of say the same thing about House of the Dragon? I mean, maybe they're saying the story and complexity and not just boobies and violence like D&D turned Game of Thrones into in the end. Not that there wasn't a ton of boobies and violence in earlier seasons, but it was really woven into a fantastic plot with just stunning dialogue. You know, the end we got,
I don't want it. I never have.
And then spy masters talking about treason and just the complete open. Aegon's Conquest is a lot of battles and death, so I'd be interested if Back to Basics is more political intrigue and seeing the kingdoms within Westeros plotting with neighboring kingdoms to stop Aegon, only to be doing their own backstabbing. Because we definitely could see Aegon doing his conquest, but then also following the different kingdoms, the Westerlands, going to the north, seeing what's going on in the Vale of Arryn, and how each of those locations are dealing with it, and the information that they're being fed, and decisions they make. That could work very well and go back to basics. I don't think Aegon's Conquest is a bad idea to be greenlit next, given how Targaryen focused they are, even if they just totally messed up the prophecy in the main show. So sad. It would have been nice if they began with Aegon's Conquest instead of House of the Dragon, but I think HBO was worried about how a spinoff would do, and seeing House of the Dragon surpassing all expectations has made them a bit more comfortable, which is why we got A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms greenlit. But think about going right into Aegon's Conquest after the main show, and then seeing his son being a weakling ruler, and then his other son going full nephew murdering psycho. It would have been an amazing way to start the spin-off series. We saw the end of the Targaryens ever sitting the Iron Throne again, most likely, right to the creation of the Iron Throne. I do hope at some point we get something besides Targaryens as a prequel show. As much as I love their family history, I just want to get to the weirder stuff outside of Westeros. I just think for HBO, they know that would be a harder draw, and they wanted to stay safe. I want to end this video by saying keep in mind developing doesn't mean the project is greenlit. HBO has multiple live action and 3 animated projects they are still seeing if they can make work. This is just another maybe show. But let me know, would you be excited about seeing a live action Aegon's Conquest, or do you feel like all the lore videos and the animated Aegon's Conquest is enough for you?